Now, look, what I'm gonna say, if you in the strip club with your man, right, and they dancing, you there with him, like I would just assume y'all there to have a good time. It is the strip club. There is a pole. There is a dancer. Like, why would you just hold your man back? Like, why you holding his hand like you trying to see he's taking? You get what I'm saying? Like, man, go let that man enjoy himself, man.
People, this is proof we live in a very sick, crazy world. People, this Greyhound bus driver caught his wife cheating after 9 years. You may be thinking, what's the big deal? People cheat every day. People, it's not a surprise that someone was cheating. The surprise was who they was cheating with. So people, this Greyhound bus driver went to work, and right before he started his shift, he became very sick. When this man left his job, instead of him going to the emergency room, he decided to go home. And you won't believe what this man seen. People, when this man got home, he opened his door and he went straight to his bedroom. This man seen his wife with no clothes on. Her face was smothered into the pillow and she was bent over. People, I cannot make this up. Their family dog was humping this man's wife very fast.
I don't know if this is a true story, guys. We did make a video on another girl. She was doing this. She was abusing a pet. She did it twice. She got locked up for it. At this point, it's not unheard of, but damn. Ugh. Yeah.
Y'all, why the fuck this nigga finesse me after I showed him my butt? Let me tell y'all the story. So cool, it was a nigga on Instagram, like, it's a fake page though, or not a fake page, but the nigga, obviously, he don't want to be seen and shit like that, cool. So he DM me, like, he be, like, trying to talk to me for a while, but I've been dubbing it. So cool, he's like, you trying to make some money? And I was down bad a little bit, so I was like, yeah, I'm trying to make the bread, what I gotta do? He was like, all you gotta do is twerk, like twerking the camera, let me see your butt. So I'm like, nah. So, like, days go by, he like, come on, you trying to make some bread? You trying to make some bread? So finally, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, how do I know you real? Put up a picture with, like, you know, you holding up 4 fingers or some shit like that, so I know. Let me insert the clip. Why this nigga gonna send me this shit? Why he gonna send me this shit? So that was my first red flag that I shouldn't have even did this shit. But I'm like, fuck it. So cool. I'm still stalling. Like, I still didn't do this shit. Like, I'm still fucking stalling, right? So fast forward, let's get into how we really boom. So we get on FaceTime and shit like that. I'm like, fuck it. Like, he obviously just don't want me to see who he is. So as long as I just, you know, got my ass in the camera, I'm gonna just shake this motherfucker. He gonna give me the $40 because I need that $40. So cool, we get on the motherfucking camera, and I never did that shit before. So here's how I'm like, bro. I'm about to show y'all. So boom, so I'm like this in the camera. Now, obviously, I didn't have pants on, but I'm like that in the camera. He like, oh, you know, face your butt cheeks this way, like towards the camera. So I'm like, you know what, fucker. So he like jiggle it. So I'm like, bang. So then he like, oh nah, put your hands up. But he can't see me, so he like, put your hands up. So he just see my ass jiggling. So I'm like, look, I'm waddling like a duck, going like this, just so my ass can fucking move and shit like that. Mind you, my legs is getting sore. So I'm like, oh my God. So then he really starts getting into it. He like, talk your shit. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what you want me to say, right? So then he starts saying, oh, you want me to put my dick in the camera? I'm gonna put my dick in the camera. I'm gonna beat off to you, whatever. So then he like, yeah, tell me you gonna call the cops. I said, wait, the cops? He like, yeah, tell me you gonna call the cops. So then he like, yeah, talk your shit. He said, what you gonna say to the police? I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say to the police. So he like, you gonna tell him I'm raping? I said, no. He like, come on, talk this shit. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't really like this game, you know? I don't really like this game. So he like, all right, I'm gonna send you 80. So I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops. Bro, I'm like, yes, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops. He like, yeah, tell me.
I can't be the only one that was confused as hell during this whole clip, right? The little twerking at the end, it had me dying laughing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't the man is turned on by almost getting in trouble with the cops. Like, what? That get you riled up, my guy, bro? Boy, they got some freaky frogs out here in this world, man. I'm almost convinced that he want to go to jail with the dudes. Like, he might love it in there.
Y'all hear this? He just told me I can't take food home for my kids.
What?
What? You just told me I couldn't take no food home to my kids.
We on a date. This is our first date, and you ordering extra food. If you ordering all that extra food, you need to pay for it. I'm not paying for extra food.
So you telling me if I need to take food home to my kids, you not gonna pay for it?
I didn't say that. That's a different story. But if you're on a date trying to get to know each other, and you can got the waitress or whatever, but I mean, we're on a date trying to get to know each other, and we eat. I think it's kind of disrespectful, or it's not being considerate that you will order all these 3, 4, 5 kids for your family at home, all these extra to-go plates, and you think I should pay for them. I'm not paying for them. What kind of guy you think
if I would have ordered for me to eat, you would have paid for it, but I'm ordering to take home.
I asked you, I invited you out on a dinner, that's to pay for you. You look at all this food.
Look at it.
Look at this extra food you are.
Yep.
Yeah. And
you can pay for it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not paying for. Yeah, you can kind of get the ticket together, but I'm not paying for everything. I'm letting you know that's right now. I'm not paying for all the food.
Yes, he is. I totally understand.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, we'll let you know in a second. Yeah, I'm not paying for that food. So I don't know if the waitress gonna get the manager on you or whatever happened. I pay for your food.
This is my food.
Okay, you reach inside your pocket, pay for your whoever food, this extra food. You have children at home. You went out on a date. That's inconsiderate. And then you filming me. That's another.
It won't be another date.
It won't be another date.
No, it won't.
I respect you for that. If there won't be another
since
date.
You can't pay for this.
All right. So
it's for me. I'm taking it home for me.
And you normally film people on the first date?
Yes.
Okay. You normally order for your children on the first date? What you trying to see if I can take care of? I don't know. What is that for? What is the reason for you ordering food for everybody in your house?
Because
you need to pay for it.
Yes. See? Why not? You can dig in your pocket, pull that card out, and pay for it.
Whatever. Don't put me on no internet. Don't put me on nothing. You can get the waitress, whatever you want to do.
Well, you're paying for it.
I pay for myself. I'm not paying for both food, and that's it. I'm paying for myself.
I absolutely agree. She's straight out of line with this. Like, why do you think that this man is supposed to take care of your kids? No, he's on a date with you and he's not dating your kids. Duh, that's just delusion and entitlement at its finest.
One thing that people say that is 100% true is that the men's bathroom is always a lot cleaner than the women's bathroom. Take it from somebody who clean commercial restrooms. The men's bathrooms will always, 99.9% of the time, be cleaner than the women restrooms. Just a food for thought, because I'm out training tonight, and one of my employees was like, why is the women bathroom always a lot dirtier than the men's bathroom? I said, I don't know. I know it's an old myth. People always say it, but it proves over and over again to be true. And other cleaning business owners can tap into this because they know that it's true too. I clean 5 million and 2 times trillion bathrooms, women and men bathrooms, and the female bathrooms will always and forever be a lot more dirtier than the men's bathroom. So if y'all was wondering if it's true or people just saying it, no. People are not just saying it. That is something that is 110% true. All right. Bye, y'all.
Man, I've been saying this for a long time. Men's restrooms are way cleaner than females. I'm just putting it out there.
This is going to piss a lot of people off, and I don't care. My hat's to the back, which means I'm willing to tussle a little bit in them comments today. People are getting married but still want to function sexually as if it's casual sex. I'm going to say it again. People are getting married but still want to function sexually as if it's casual sex, which means I don't want to worry about the relational temperature of our marriage. We're supposed to have sex despite of that. I don't want to have to worry about the emotional management. We're still supposed to have sex despite of that. I don't care if we're not attuned with one another. We're still supposed to have sex despite of that. That is the quickest way to make sex in your marriage transactional. If you are at the point where you are trying to remove the personhood and the relational factors and the emotional influences of sex from your marriage, you are essentially making your marriage sex transaction. I do this, you give me this. I do that, you give me this. And what I would like to encourage you as a different perspective is that if you always put those other things above your need for sex, the sex will become plentiful. If you focus on the relational dynamic between you two, if you focus on the emotional management of your partner, if you focus on staying attuned with your partner, the very thing that you are craving and wanting can happen more effortlessly and abundantly. And this is really what my book talks about. It's a counterintuitive approach into reaching the same goal that you want. You would like more sex in your relationship. So instead of going to demand it, I teach you ways to naturally inspire sex to happen in your relationship. Naturally, just by connecting with your partner.
Look, man, this day and age, people are just having intimacy and sex like it's casual sex, but like I want to say on a regular basis, even when they're married. It's not like they're probably doing it before they get married. You get what I'm saying? It's normalized behavior and activity at this point, right? You're supposed to have a little bit more love making going on at this point. But yeah, man, like I can see how it would just be normalized. You get married and still normalized. Ain't nothing changed, bro. Like, ain't nothing changed but a piece of paper. Let's just put it like that. Y'all might get a little special love when you out on vacation. Like they said, man, intimacy while on vacation feels a lot better. But like normal to normal, day to day, wife and old girlfriend is going to be the same.
I just want to make it clear that I am 42. I look 42. However, I am the best version of myself at 42. And that is what I am celebrating. And that is what my content is about. If you like it, cool. If you don't...
My safety, I got to. I asked you to leave. But I asked you to leave. Now you being weird. You're being weird now. I'm broke. I'm broke. Why don't you want to leave when I ask you to leave, though?
Police wasn't that what you're doing?
Why do I gotta call the police for you to leave? Why do I have to call the police for you to leave? Why do I have to call the police for you to leave? I was gonna call the police. I'ma still call the police.
Call them.
So why you can't just leave? Why you can't just leave? Why you can't just leave? Why you can't just...
Yo, at this point, you might have to leave and call the police, man. She look like she about that life. She look like she might just put some hands on you, man. That's the dangerous type. The people that always yell, call them. There's even the two. Either they mad capping or they dead ass serious.
And just whoop my ass, because you're not going through my fucking phone. You're just not. Like, it's the reason I sleep with my phone in my bonnet. Sleep with my phone in the motherfucking oven, because I know you ain't gonna look there. Like, just whoop my ass. Just do what you gotta do.
Okay, here's the thing that men need to understand in 2026. It's may the best man win, okay? In just 48 hours, a woman could meet another guy who comes in a lot harder than you did, and she could even end up on a flight. I have friends who have jumped on a flight within 24 hours of speaking to someone. That's how quick women get swept up. That is how quick women are taken off the shelf. That is how quick you need to be as a man.
All the men to the front. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
I was talking to this dude, right? And everything was cool. We went out like twice. The second time we went out, we ended up kissing, right? Just a kiss, something simple. And I was like, yo, like I'm waiting till marriage. Like I'm not about that life. Like I'm not a girlfriend. You know, and I was cute and all, but that's not me. And he was like, okay, I respect that, stuff like that. Then the next day we, talked. And after that, he just ghosted me. 3 weeks later, we talked. I'm like, yo, so what happened? You just ghosted me. He was like, I know you was looking for a husband. And I know I'm not a husband, basically. And then he was like, it's all or nothing for me. And I'm like, what? So this is my first experience dealing with a guy who's just like, If I can't give him sex, he's out of here. And that's okay. But guys, would you date a woman or court a woman who would not give you sex?
You know, when men are dating, man, and they're getting to those later stages where y'all both older, man, and he knows you had a kid, or you know he already knows you were active, and his mind is like, yeah, I'm gonna court you 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 dates, and it's up to the individual. But there's probably going to be a point where he's like, you know what, like intimacy is going to be a part of this courtship. It's going to be a part of the reason why I asked you to marry me. And if we don't have that, there's why even waste my time? That's way some people think.
Why aren't men approaching women like they used to?
I want stuff. I want stuff. I'm not here to play. I want stuff. Buy me stuff. Chicago Hottie left her nigga. Said, I want stuff. Buy me stuff.
So because celebrity left her, okay.
Just like that. Like, just start being real with these niggas. Like, don't cap to these niggas. Don't say you want a relationship. Don't say you want to be in love. Say, I want stuff. Give me stuff. Give me money.
And nowadays, you gotta have you 4 men lined up. One that's a trick, one that do whatever the fuck you say, one that you love, and one that love you.
Another thing, cousin, I hate a bitch who don't have abortion money. Bitch, if you ain't got the money to kill the baby, bitch, you ain't got no money for the baby to live. No shade, no tea.
I'm not gonna fucking sit up here and lie like y'all, okay? I like men that send me money. It gives me more incentive to talk to you guys. If you're not sending me money, why are you still in my DMs? Wondering why I'm not responding.
I want to be polyamorous, but I want all the men I date to be 100% monogamous and only focused on me.
They say, oh, what are you bringing to the table? My pussy. That's what I'm bringing to the table. Okay?
Niggas be wondering why you mean to them and why you don't be listening to them, baby. You ain't gave me no stuff.
More stuff.
You ain't gave me no stuff.
Niggas, y'all better get your stuff.
Make me nice and stuff make me listen.
It's like niggas is not ashamed to be broke no more, and it's giving me the ick.
I don't give a fuck. Nobody talking about any nigga that go to a lounge or a club and sit his bitch ass down and ask for a fucking hookah. Bitch ass nigga, you is a gay. You is a fake. You was a gay.
For the love of God, do not date a cheap man. A man that is cheap with his money is cheap with his love, is cheap with the attention that he gives you, with the care that he gives you. He's cheap with his words, his actions. Literally everything he exudes is cheap.
You know, one of the clips, she was just like, man, I just need stuff. I just need stuff. Men know what time it is. Men know that sometimes, a lot of y'all, not sometimes, but a lot of women date for money. They date for merch. They date for products. They date to get something out of it. And it's transactional. And y'all don't even have to give up the cheeks. It's more like, if I'm dating you, you still have to pay for this. You have to bring me here. Yeah, men ain't doing that no more.
I want to start this off by saying nothing against the LGBTQ community. If I'm saying it right, I don't know. But nothing against them in general. I mean, I'm a huge believer in do what you want to do. Like 100%. If you want to be a boy, girl, be a boy, girl. If you want to be a man, woman, be a man. I don't know. If you want to do whatever y'all doing, do it, right? But my issue is this. We are so quick to fight for their rights and to give them whatever it is that they want, right? Accept them for whatever it is they're doing, again, right? Most people say the same thing, right? I don't care what you're doing. Like, just don't, like, I'm not in it. Like, just do what you want, right? But when it comes to poly, everybody's so quick to be like, how dare you? Poly is so, you're going to hell. And it's like, bro, calm down. We're willing to accept 2 men being together, 2 women being together, a man changing to a man to a woman changing to a man to a man, whatever the fuck they're doing. But we won't accept that 3 or 4 or 5 people are willing to be together as a group. You know what I mean? It's not no side chick and hiding out and all this other stuff. None of that. It is 2 people, 2 women deciding to be with 1 man. Oh, you have low self-esteem and blah, blah, and all this other stuff. It's like, how can this even be real right now? You are condemned to hell for being in poly. People hate your fucking guts for being in poly. But we're willing to accept same gender and same sex marriages. Like, a man can't marry 2 women, but a man can marry a man. I'm not, again, nothing against LGBTQ. They fought hard. You know, they fought hard to get to where they're at. I definitely believe that. But at the same time, it's like being poly, you the redheaded stepchild up under the stairs.
Man, she has some valid points, man. At the end of the day, poly relationships are on a rise, man. You start to see it become more normalized over and over and over. It's only a matter of time where Everywhere else in the world, where they can pretty much marry more than one wife, and it's pretty much that's their culture. It's in their religion. You get what I'm saying? That over here, the monogamy is just different. Like, I don't know who set the tone. They set it way back in the day to be, I guess you can say, reserved, or try to keep things as tamed as possible. That's conditioning at its finest. But like, that never happened. That didn't even happen in the Bible, man. Them dudes was having multiple wives in the Bible. So it's becoming more normalized, in my opinion.
Eric Benet said this yesterday while he was in his tub taking a bath.
Look, if you are one of those men who feel like if you wash your ass with soap and water and get up in that motherfucker, make sure it's clean. If you're one of those men who feel like that simple hygiene act makes you gay, then you very well are probably a closeted gay male. You should wash your ass expeditiously. Yeah, your girlfriend will appreciate it, and from the sounds of it, your future boyfriend will appreciate it as well.
And no,
Really?
It's not gay to wash your ass. Yeah, it's definitely not gay. But you know what? What I used to hear some dudes say is like, getting all up in there is like they would feel gay. They would feel gay.
Look, man, y'all tripping, man. Go ahead and wash between them buns, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? That is taking care of yourself, man. Don't be walking around here funky booty listening to Eric Benet, man. He up in there soaking and everything, man. What are you talking about, man? Y'all go ahead and wash yourselves the way your mama taught you, man. Don't do that. But that's today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll see you on the next one.